Hello, brave, beautiful warrior soul friends. I am here with all my parts. This is Felicity speaking, the going on with normal life self. I am the one who is in the left brain hemisphere, access to the prefrontal cortex in the frontal lobes. Oops, still getting the hang of this. And all of my trauma-related parts of consciousness, which there's a dozen of them, they are all in the right brain hemisphere. And so I'm here with all of my parts, and we've discovered a lot of epic things, and we'd like to share as much as we can remember with you guys. This month, we are starting to write our thesis paper regarding the inside-out theory of consciousness. And that, along with everything we've learned about our dysregulated nervous system, combined with everything we know about these 5 or 6, let's see, 6 different types of parts of consciousness within structural dissociation, we can now have management of our consciousness in a deeper capacity than ever before. It's a very exciting time. And so what happens is we notice through mindful observation, me and my parts, we notice whether our consciousness is inside out, whether our parasympathetic or sympathetic nervous system is dysregulated, and what parts of consciousness are most dominantly present and affecting our life experience. And from there, we can bring balance to our life experience and our capacity to function within the external realm of things, by first functioning well on the internal, allowing other parts to come forward. And so when my consciousness is inside out, we need Felicity to come forward. Felicity is the going on with normal life self. And we need her to be the one dominantly present and trauma parts to not be. When our consciousness is right side in and we want it to be inside out, then Felicity invites all the trauma parts forward. And we have a variety of tools that we use to accomplish this. When there's that, and then a variety of tools to help trigger our parasympathetic nervous system, which helps bring balance, and vice versa. If we notice our parasympathetic nervous system being very dysregulated, we'll help comfort that and then also bring forward our sympathetic nervous system so it can help bring some balance to our life experience. When there are submit parts of consciousness present, we will help bring in fight and flight parts to balance out the experience. Submit parts, it's a lot of feeling small and scared and depressed and those kinds of things. And so we bring balance by inviting the fight and flight parts out, and their confidence and strength helps bring balance to the experience. And vice versa. If the fight parts are really present and we're just angry and agitated and irritable and just in that raw mode, or we're very restless and we just can't sit still and everything's just racing and we need to bring balance, we will help invite the submit parts of consciousness out. And that also has to do with nervous system regulation, because the submit part is parasympathetic nervous system regulation and the fight, flight, feed parts are sympathetic nervous system regulation. And so there's 3 specific ways that we can reclaim power over our life with all the tools we've learned. Noticing whether our consciousness is inside out, noticing whether our sympathetic nervous system or parasympathetic nervous system is dysregulated, and noticing what parts of consciousness are present and taking action to help bring balance to that. So we'll talk about each of the individual ones. There's the 3 things. So that's kind of the introduction to this. Haley says, hey, here until class starts. Howdy, lady friend. How you guys doing? Yeah, how is everybody? I hope you're having a beautiful and blessed day, my brave, beautiful warrior soul friends. We are taking this healing journey, homeschool recovery journey one day at a time. And so instead of writing the date on our paper, because every time we do that, we freak out about what month it is and what year it is and all sorts of stuff, we are just writing what day of the year it is. And this year is our focus. And so it's 2019 Healing Journey Homeschool for the Kristin Chronicles recovery. And through that, we just write whatever day it is. So today is day 14 of our recovery program this year. And we just got back from Cairo, and one of our courses is called Restoring the Vessel. And it's all about restoring our physical health. And so we do Kundalini yoga every morning. We go for daily walks, a minimum of 10 minutes, but it's usually over an hour. And we have chiropractic treatment 3 days a week, and we ice our body every day. As much as we possibly can. We only have a few ice packs, and it takes so long for them to refreeze, and so we honestly don't ice as much as we should be. But we make the most of what we can. So restoring the vessel, one of our healing journey homeschool course. So chiropractic treatment is a part of that course. Yoga is a part of that course. Icing our body is a part of that course. And the way Healing Journey Homeschool is structured is Healing Journey Homeschool is the program that I created for myself and will later turn into a coaching program, but right now it's just for my recovery. And then there's 7 different courses within the program, and they each have a unique focus regarding my healing journey and my recovery. And so Restoring the Vessel is our course regarding our physical health recovery. And so we have had 18 ribs out of, and so our breathing has been dramatically affected, and we are working to be able to breathe again. And so we had a lot of adjustments. We focused on our every time we're at Chiro. I guess I shouldn't say every time. Some of the time when we're at Chiro, we focus on one of our aspects of nervous system. And so today we focused on sympathetic nervous system. And so because of that, we couldn't do my head adjustments, which is why it really hurts, which is why I'm still icing it. But we did lots of work with our ribs. And so, yeah, hi friends. Hi friends. Yeah, Ocean's excited to hang out with friends. I'm excited to share what I'm learning. We all have a positive reason for being here, and I'm so grateful you're here as well, soul friends. And so we had a lot of rib adjustments today, and so that released a lot of Zena's physical trauma from the car accident 7 years ago that had caused our ribs to be out of place without our knowing, and then other things in the past few years where the rib injury caused, like, we were basically developing intensive muscles on top of these ribs put back in place. We recorded some of our treatment, and we're gonna record more of a dissociation. Like the other day, I kept writing the able to create because that was the last time my consciousness was right side in for a long enough period to create new memory. Friends, hi Nigel, hi friends, hello friends, hi friends, hi friends, hi friends. Hi. I'm so excited for her progress. We're making huge progress with integration. Hello, Joy. Hello, Nigel. Hello, everybody. We're so grateful you're here. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Anna. Hi there, friends. We're making huge progress with integration, actually. And please note that integration and fusion are not the same thing. Not necessarily. I suppose people could use it in a certain way, but they don't do whole consciousness and like one personality. And it feels like a very aggressive process. It's about creating bridges between parts so we can better communicate and collaborate. And in that pathway, so they're not as fragmented. Hi, I'm going to listen to this while sleeping in Germany, so might not be very interactive. Love you, Ocean. Oh, thanks, Nigel. I love you too, friend. I hope you get good sleeps in Germany. That's so cool. I've been to Germany. Yeah, I have. I went to Germany too. Yeah, I did. And so restoring the vessel. We are putting our body back together. My mom says our body's like Lego. It just falls apart and comes back together. And so when we go to chiropractic treatment, we do our best to get stable beforehand, as regulated and stable and lucid as possible. And then right before I go, I flip my consciousness inside out so I can have a high pain tolerance. It's absolutely fantastic. Yes, exactly. And that's why every time I use that word, I like to clarify that at least not me personally, and not the way that I do my healing journey homeschool stuff. And so just remember that integration has nothing to do with getting rid of parts and everything to do with having parts learn to work together for the first time in a positive manner. Nobody's going anywhere. Brain is going and it's healing itself in complex levels that we have no control of anyway. But the goal is just to keep communicating and collaborating, and that's the process of integration. And so in this process of integration, the only time I've noticed that a part doesn't come around anymore is when all of their pain has been processed, all of their needs have been met, and all of their personality traits have been incorporated into the aspect of the going on with normal life self. And so if full integration, aka fusion, ever happens, it's a positive thing that's completely beyond our control. And since it's a control and thing, recognizing whether are on each other. So there's 6 kinds of parts: flight, freeze, submit, attach, and oh, really? Interesting. That the internet is working better on Instagram than on YouTube. It probably has to do with my laptop. I still need to get this thing figured out with the memory. That's interesting that it affects my internet connection. Now I know. Weird. Okay. Parts: fight, flight, freeze, submit, and attach. Yeah, water break. Are related. Part is related with the parasympathetic nervous system, while the submit part is related with the parasympathetic nervous system, while the fight, flight, freeze subparts are related with the sympathetic nervous system. The fight posture, the freeze part is geared towards being able to stay where the attachments. And so we have a class. Anyways, towards energy. Freeze part geared